Amid the chaos, a young girl named Cassie, armed with a rifle, embarks on a journey through an emptied and destroyed market, scavenging for anything she can find. As she navigates the desolation, a distant cry for help captures her attention, leading her to a tense encounter with a mysterious man. Inside a dimly lit room, a confrontation unfolds as both Cassie and the man grapple with the decision to drop their weapons. Concealing his hand within the jacket, the man caught Cassie's attention as she noticed a glint of something shiny. Filled with suspicion and fear, Cassie, in an attempt to safeguard herself, fatally shoots the man. It is only later that she discovers he was concealing a cross necklace. Upon this revelation, regret and sorrow flood over Cassie as she realizes she has taken the life of an innocent man due to her unfounded doubts. A flashback provides a peek into Cassie's regular life, depicting her at a lively party, thoroughly enjoying herself with friends. Engaging in conversation with her best friend, the topic shifts to Ben. Soon after, Cassie also engages in a conversation with Ben. On the following day, Cassie's friend presents her with a blurry video. Upon returning home, Cassie tunes into the TV and learns that an alien spacecraft has touched down on Earth. Surprisingly, they are being trained by none other than the inhabitants of Earth themselves, known as the Others. The aliens initiate their initial assault, a radiation wave that plunges the entire world into darkness. Cars, cell phones, and all electronic devices cease to function. Amidst the upheaval, Cassie grapples with the harsh realities of survival. The once familiar surroundings of her school become a scene of pandemonium as the aliens unleash their first wave, a destructive electromagnetic pulse. The abrupt loss of power sends shockwaves through society, leading to catastrophic events, including a horrifying plane crash near Cassie's school. Cassie's ordinary teenage concerns shift to a somber realization as she shares a lingering glance with Ben, anticipating it might be their last meeting. In a swift flash forward, the narrative thrusts us into a world drastically altered by extraterrestrial forces. Cassie and her brother Sam confront the devastating second wave, a seismic upheaval followed by a colossal wave. Escaping falling trees, they find refuge on a tree, spared from the tsunami that wreaks havoc on coastal cities and islands. The third wave follows, a modified avian flu unleashed by the aliens, further decimating the human population. Cassie's school transforms into a makeshift medical facility, where she encounters the grim reality of the pandemic. Her attempt to greet a friend is met with her mother's intervention, donning a mask and enforcing quarantine. Tragedy strikes when Cassie loses her mother to the flu, marking a solemn funeral. Preparations for an uncertain future unfold as Cassie, her father Oliver, and Sam embark on a journey to a refugee camp. The once commonplace act of tying Sam's shoes takes on new significance. At the camp, Oliver imparts a grim lesson to Cassie, handing her a gun and instructing her on its use. The illusion of safety shatters as Oliver stresses the necessity of constant vigilance in an unpredictable world. A glimmer of hope pierces the camp as army tanks emerge from a cloud of dust, offering a facade of rescue. Colonel Vosh, seemingly a savior, announces their mission to assist. However, the illusion of safety shatters as the army swiftly divides adults from children. In a tense encounter, Oliver grapples with Vosh over the separation, only to learn the grim truth. The camp is in peril, and limited transportation forces a heartbreaking decision, a priority for the children's safety. Reluctantly, Oliver urges Cassie and Sam onto the buses, promising to join them soon. As the buses depart, Sam's forgotten teddy bear becomes a catalyst for a tragic turn of events. Cassie rushes to retrieve it, but the moving buses slip away, leaving her in a desperate pursuit that ends in heartbreak. Within the mess hall, Colonel Vosh reveals a chilling revelation to the anxious adults: the fourth wave has commenced. The aliens have infiltrated human hosts, rendering detection in adults impossible. The separation of parents and children becomes a source of anguish, and Vosh delivers a sobering truth: they have no means to differentiate humans from aliens. Cassie, guided by her father's signals, hides outside the mess hall as chaos ensues. A confrontation unfolds, bullets fly, and the soldiers exit without civilians. Returning to the scene, Cassie discovers the lifeless body of her father among the fallen. Amidst turmoil, Cassie grabs a rifle and ventures into ominous woods, determined to navigate the unforgiving landscape. Meanwhile, children, including Ben, reach the base, thrust into a harrowing reality. Stripped of innocence and assigned numbers, they form a grim alliance against alien invaders. Ben, grappling with personal tragedy, learns from Sergeant Resnick about the enemy's insidious nature, a parasitic force infiltrating and controlling humans. In a chilling initiation, Ben is handed a switch and forced to extinguish a life to destroy the alien within. Reluctantly, he becomes a soldier in a war with indistinct boundaries. In a world where trust is a luxury, Cassie relentlessly pursues the base, driven by a determination to reunite with her brother. Exhausted, she finds a familiar store, a poignant reminder of her past. Alone at night, clutching her brother's bear, she remains resolute. The next day, a desolate highway hints at danger. A sudden attack with an alien drone and a gunshot to her thigh propels Cassie into a life-or-death struggle. Fueled by her brother's memory, she valiantly fights back, only to succumb to unconsciousness. Meanwhile, Colonel Vosh intensifies the children's preparation for the impending clash with the aliens. Unveiling a chilling plan, he discloses the strategy for a final assault, an ominous fifth wave that could spell the end of humanity if successful. Under Vosh's relentless guidance, the children are transformed into soldiers, instructed in the arts of combat, defense, and lethal force, with Vosh rallying them as the last bastion of hope for humanity. Despite Ben and Sam's reservations, the rest affirm their readiness to follow Vosh's directives. In a different thread, Cassie wakes up in an unfamiliar bed, tended to and connected to an IV. Feigning sleep, she encounters Evan, the caretaker, the next day. Attempting to reclaim agency, Cassie stumbles due to her weakened state while retrieving her gun. Evan enters, revealing she's been in his care for a week. Curious, Cassie shares her mission to find her brother, Sam. Evan, dealing with his pain, explains helping Cassie retain his humanity. At the base, a drama unfolds as Ringer challenges Ben's leadership. Sexist remarks spark a clash, but Ringer shuts them down, earning Teacup's approval. Meanwhile, Cassie, staying with Evan, plans to reach the base. Exploring, she finds her gun in a hidden compartment. Overcoming her injury, Cassie departs, determined to reunite with Sam amid alien threats and human complexities. In a perilous forest, Cassie triggers a booby trap, prompting Evan to disarm her and lead her to cover as an alien vessel hovers. A relentless hunter lurks, intensifying the danger. Returning to safety, Evan confesses his initial suspicion, fearing Cassie might be an alien. Stumped by shared skepticism, Cassie grapples with trust complexities. Evan discloses the hunter's alien identity and warns of peril from both the pursuer and ominous drones. Despite caution, Cassie remains determined to reach the base for her brother. In solidarity, Evan offers to accompany her into the uncertain journey ahead. Meanwhile, Ben and Ringer forge a unique connection. Ringer, toughened by a pre-alien existence, challenges Ben's perspective on survival. Their sparring sessions become a testament to resilience, with Ben seeking to learn from Ringer's self-reliance. As they navigate this delicate dance, Ringer's assertiveness gives way to an unexpected camaraderie. On their journey to the base, Cassie seeks to equip herself with essential skills. Evan, initially patronizing, recognizes Cassie's heartfelt commitment to saving her brother. Reluctantly, he imparts knowledge on disarming techniques, highlighting the transformative power of shared purpose. In another realm, Ringer assumes a role of leadership, instructing her squad in the art of marksmanship. Their training is interrupted by Resnick, signaling a summons from the enigmatic colonel. Vosh summons Ben amidst unfolding chaos, revealing the grim reality of the fifth wave, a simultaneous assault on various cities. He introduces an enhanced visor to identify the others. All will wear it, turning green upon detecting aliens. Ben's squad tests the visors with the imperative of returning unscathed. In the woods, Cassie awakens alone, finding Evan bathing. A moment of connection is cut short, and back at camp, Evan learns about Cassie's past through her photos. Their journey continues along train tracks as night descends. On the flip side, Ben's squad grapples with their dynamics. As night falls, Sam and Ben share a tender moment, the melody of a song echoing through their conversation. The camaraderie irks the squad except for Ringer, who remains unfazed. Simultaneously, Evan aids Cassie in tending to her wound, their connection deepening in a quiet exchange of gratitude and a kiss. The next morning, the squad boards a helicopter bound for the testing site. Ben conceals Sam's absence, claiming he's unwell, while Sam remains safe in the base with the locket Ben left behind. At the testing site, the squad faces an inquiry about their mission, to infiltrate and terminate the enemy. Equipped with new visors, they enter enemy territory, encountering two aliens, setting the stage for a perilous mission. In a chaotic firefight, Ben leads the squad to safety in a bus, but one member is shot. Ringer becomes a diversion, allowing the squad to escape to another alley. Ben takes charge, initiating a sprint, leaving a rigged bus to explode and deter pursuers. In an abandoned mall, the squad regroups, joined by Ringer, who questions the aliens' fear of children. Suspicious of the army's motives, Ringer removes her tracker, causing panic until Ben does the same, revealing them both as alleged aliens. In a dramatic twist, Ben reveals the shocking truth: the trackers and visors were deceptive tools. The real test was not against aliens but to evaluate the squad's reactions. The supposed army was the extraterrestrial force manipulating children to eliminate survivors. The revelation dawns: they are not fighting the fifth wave. They are unwittingly becoming the fifth wave themselves. In the shadows of their newfound knowledge, the squad grapples with the unsettling reality that their perceived protectors are the true adversaries. Teacup's uncertainty prompts Ben to remove trackers. A plan unfolds. Ben will rescue Sam while Ringer creates a diversion. Hunters close in on Evan and Cassie, leading to a violent encounter. In the crossfire, Evan, a human-alien hybrid sleeper agent, faces bullets. Cassie intervenes, learning about Evan's dual nature and his revelation about previous alien visits and their view on love. Evan insists his love for Cassie reignited his human side. Evan confesses that he once held the same belief, but upon encountering Cassie, a sense of humanity emerges within him. This revelation is why he chose not to harm Cassie and instead kept her alive. Evan reveals he's been following Cassie since the gas station, not just pursuing but also protecting her. He discloses a crucial revelation: the military unit is made up of the others, using children in the fifth wave. Discovering this harsh truth, Cassie leaves, warning Evan not to follow. On the other hand, Ben successfully returns to the base, carrying secrets that may unravel the fabricated truth they've been living. Later, Cassie executes a ruse to infiltrate the base, faking an injury to gain entry. The plan takes a dark turn as she confronts Resnick, leading to a deadly struggle. Cassie seizes control, eliminating Resnick and removing her tracker, navigating the base in search of her brother. Ben confronts Colonel Vosh about the alien's true nature. Vosh, unapologetic, talks about humanity's history of conquest. Chaos ensues with news of Resnick's death and a breach at the West Gate. Explosions rock the base, prompting Vosh to deploy a child army. Amidst the turmoil, Ben liberates himself and discards his tracker. Simultaneously, Cassie navigates explosions in the hallways. Vosh deploys drones to identify the attackers. Cassie disarms Ben, and they discover a shocking truth: the army consists of aliens, including Sam, sent into battle. United by a common cause, Cassie and Ben set out to rescue Sam. Hindered by soldiers, Evan intervenes, revealing his plan to detonate the base once the last plane with the children departs. Despite the deception, Evan's allegiance to his human side surfaces, shaped by his feelings for Cassie. The trio races against time to locate Sam amidst the chaos. Evan's explosive plan unfolds as they find the transport lines filled with children. With quick thinking, they reunite with Sam and escape just before Evan triggers the base's destruction. Vosh, witnessing their escape, pursues them in a helicopter, but the explosion engulfs the base before he can strike. Miraculously, Ringer and Ben's squad arrive in an army truck, rescuing the trio from the aftermath. As they watch the base crumble, Cassie reflects on Evan's actions. Later, the squad finds a temporary refuge, contemplating their next steps. Ben and Cassie, unsure of the path ahead, decide to focus on saving the remaining children the next day. Joined by the squad, they harbor hope for a brighter tomorrow in a world where the line between ally and enemy is blurred, and the fight for humanity's survival continues.